everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Saints going up against the Black Knights.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked in to what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Flainer. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now the offense heading back out there.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Barkevius Mingo. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They'll set up a throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. To throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, Wilson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action with Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He dumps it down to Ingram. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Taylor will throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Running right, this is Freeman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Whoosh. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Toss play, Kamara. Room here to run. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle to Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, Wilson. Caught left side by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go!
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Taylor back into his end zone. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. On first down, it's Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor going to run the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Saints on third down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on third down. They go screen. This is Ingram. Directly over it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Taylor going to run the option right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Ingram. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Taylor now off the bootleg. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
It's Mark Ingram. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got room. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Lynch. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.